Hi guys, welcome to today's movie review, and today's movie is Stan and Ollie. Okay, so I went to watch this yesterday, or was it the day before? So I went to watch this film yesterday, and from the very first trailer I thought to myself, yes, I need to watch this. Who hasn't grown up watching at least one Laurel and Hardy movie? I actually had the pleasure of watching the cartoon as well. So being a kid that moved around a lot, television was my best friend, and what I found on TV was like a lot of TV shows and a lot of movies, obviously. But there was a lot of black and white movies that I used to watch, mainly because at one point I only had a black and white portable. But hey, I lived in the time when black and white TVs were more common than colour. And that's saying something. So I watched a lot of black and white movies, and I used to love black and white movies. I found them boring towards my formative teenage years, but I'd still be open to watching several movies. But Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, what's his face, George Formby, Norman Wisdom, well, some of Norman Wisdom's were in colour, the Carry On movies, all sorts of things I used to watch when I was a kid. And I used to enjoy, especially the silent movies. They were quite good, and for the time I appreciate them more now than I did back then, because being like a filmmaker, I can appreciate what they had to go through back then, when blue screening was a very, very new technology, and it had only been used in a couple of movies. And it's stuff like that, it's just really good now. It's just drop it into Premiere, cut out the background no matter what colour it is, but usually green or blue. But yeah, it was exciting to actually watch this, because obviously as a kid watching Laurel and Hardy, you just think, oh, two funny people, and that's it, and you just watch them. You don't know who they are, what they are. Well, you know who they are, but you don't know what they're about, what their background is. And for the past few years, like the BBC have been doing a few of these like biopics, and they did one for Cilla Black, they did one for the Doctor Who show. That was really good. And they've done quite a few, and I thought to myself, I need to watch this, I need to know, because it's amazing like how you see a person. I'm going off on a rant now, but you see a person or a couple of people, and you think, oh wow, they're funny, they must be enjoying life to the max, blah blah blah, whatever. But you never think about, they're just normal people like us, and they've got problems, they've got issues. And when I watch the biopics of Barbara Windsor and the rest of the Carry On crew, that really brought it home. I thought, wow, everybody has these kind of complicated lives, and it's just it's interesting, and you admire those people for coming to work, doing what they do, and then buggering back off, and trying to live their lives the way they want to live them. And so I kind of seek out these kind of movies now. I know there's a lot of them, but yeah, coming back to Laurel and Hardy, I just loved it. I loved the fact, unfortunately I don't know the guy's name, but he's Will Ferrell's best friend, I think, who plays Oliver Hardy, and Stan Laurel, who's obviously played by Steve Coogan. Both of those guys did a massive undertaking, and they smashed it. It was just crazy. I would probably think, because there was more going on with Stan Laurel's character, that Steve Coogan just went, got to that stage where I thought he was actually Stan Laurel. He had all the mannerisms, well, they both did, but like I had to refocus my eyes a couple of times, and he got everything like pretty much accurate, but their life story together was amazing. But then I didn't know they were 16 years apart, and then they tried to start up again, but it didn't happen, and it was quite sad, really. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but all I want to say is this movie made me laugh, like proper laugh, and it made me cry. I cried all the way to the end. Like, I had a tissue with me, luckily a clean one, and I kept wiping away my tears every so often. And it's a movie that would pull at your heartstrings, because it's about friendship, it's about people that are dear to you, it's about people's struggles, it's about the things that I've pretty much been thinking of for a while now, and it's just touched home that I'm not the only one with these kind of issues or problems. Everybody has. You constantly question yourself, am I in the right career, am I doing the right thing, where's the next paycheck gonna come from, all sorts of things. And where's my friend gone, always ditched me, this, that and the other, that kind of thing. And this movie was just so good. It had elements of their other movies inside of them, like little jokes, and like they kept cracking some jokes, and it was just amazing, and like I loved it. There weren't that many people in the theatre, which was a bit weird, but I did have quite an early showing, and I don't know, I just can't say any more about it, because I want you to watch it. I want you to go and watch it. You must have seen Laurel and Hardy movies when you were younger, or even on the TV at some point of the day. And oh my gosh, it is brilliant. I loved the directing. I loved the look of it. Everything was just so dated on purpose, and there was like the costumes were brilliant, and I stayed towards the mid credits, and they had like the real footage and the real pictures of Laurel and Hardy with their wives and all that kind of thing. And it was really good how they got so many good lookalikes. Like for Oliver Hardy, I kept looking and thinking, wow, that is really him, but it wasn't. And like obviously Steve Coogan, oh my god, Steve Coogan, 10 out of 5 for his performance, and for the Oliver Hardy actor. I saw him recently in that Holmes and Watson movie, but yeah, amazing movie. It touches up on so many different things. It will get you on so many different levels. It's quite a thrill ride, actually. It's not like action fighting and that kind of thing, but the comedy is just pure genius. Even to this day, it's funny. Like I've never seen one of the routines that they did. Not sure why, but it's actually so funny. It made me laugh out loud, and it was like I was actually really watching them and not actors playing them. Yeah, but definitely gonna watch. I think it's been my favourite movie of 2019 so far. Okay guys, so if you liked my quick review of Stan and Ollie, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.